Why has it gotta be so complicated? Maybe this love thing's overrated. My feet in the sand, my face in my hands. I know it's my fault cause I never make plans.
We're not doing much today, but I recently, well not obviously, but I got my hair cut basically, so it's short. I have a teeny weeny afro, and I'm adjusting, and so something that has been helping me is doing my makeup. So I'm gonna get ready. So we're gonna start with skin prep, and I'm gonna start with the Skin Cell Rejuvenal and Rejuvenation Toning Brightening Pads. I don't even know if you can see. Speaking of Homebody vlogs, it really is just like this Homebody like season, because I move in like, well now like 1 week. And so I did my last day of work, and so now I'm just ordering things for my apartment and getting ready for moving and back to school all at the same time. And so with all that being said, oh, I'm at home basically right now a lot, and so it's good to like still fill your day. So that's why I go on my runs, or I like cook. You should be cooking anyway, so not should be, I don't want to tell people what to do, but yeah. Let me wipe this off because it's so weird. Like, I don't understand how any of this even got on this. Anyways, I'm gonna use this serum, the Rice to Meet You serum. Today's itinerary, we're gonna try to like get a good workspace on Notion for school. Probably gonna game, probably gonna read, and just do all the things like that, because yeah. All right, skin prepped. Next, what are we gonna do first? Honestly, color corrector. This is gonna be my first time trying color corrector, but I have really like dark under eyes, so yeah. And actually we're gonna use up close mirror to be accurate. Now that I look marvelous, we're gonna go in with, I don't want to wear Halo Glow today. Sure. We'll wear some Halo Glow and then we'll do foundation. Actually, no. Let's just go straight into foundation. Gonna use the NYX Bear With Me Blur. It's dirty because it's used. Bear With Me Blur Tint Foundation. I really like that. I have a visual impairment, so without my glasses I really can't see, and so I have to like, usually when I do my makeup I'm like all the way to the like mirror, but you know, I also am very used to my face now. It's been a lifetime of this, and it's been years of doing makeup, so I'm not new to this, I'm true to this, and I actually just like look closer and call it a day. Next we're gonna go in with concealer, the Hydrating Camo Concealer from e.l.f. I have a full one of these and I cannot find it. It's bothering me, but oh well. Doing your makeup is actually, to me, like getting a good makeup like routine before school, to me is like a very integral part of school, because you're gonna have, if you're in college at least, you're gonna have events, so you're gonna need to know how to do your makeup. You don't need to wear makeup though, it's not that deep. It's really not that deep. But I personally like prefer to have it down packed. Like, and I mean all types of makeup. So my everyday makeup, my going out makeup, my this makeup, my that makeup, a good base for when you want to try new things. Like, those are all good things to test. And so right now I'm testing a bunch of different elements to see if I'll like them. I've been working on tight lining, but I'm like bad at it and it goes everywhere, but better to do it now. This is so much better than what my concealer usually looks like, because, and you might be like, why are you going all over? Because I'm gonna do some eyeshadow today, because I have nowhere to go, so I can test some cool cute looks out, but I also have nowhere to go, so it's like, why are you doing that? Oh well. But yeah, this is the best look with the color corrector. Like, I actually feel brightened, and I don't feel like my eye, it's like bright, and then usually my eye is like still really dark, my under eye and my eyelid. But not that dark eyelids and stuff is bad, it's just better for application. And like, I'm not getting enough sleep, and I'm also not like using any eye cream or anything. So like it's like all my fault. It's not. It is what it is. But also, I've never looked at anybody and been like, dang, those dark under eyes. Like, nobody cared. So yeah. So I actually definitely did not show the final look of the Get Ready With Me. And honestly, I was just rambling, like, thank goodness, because I was talking. But this ended up being the look. Didn't end up doing anything too crazy to the eyes. We'll try again tomorrow. We'll try again tomorrow for sure. But yeah, I look frumpy. Hey, the best part of a homebody day is that I get to read Webtoon. I recently got back into Webtoon. Lore Olympus days, I Love You, True Beauty, like those days, Days of Hannah, or like just a lot of stuff I was just reading randomly. My big giant nerd boyfriend, things like that. I know ball. But I recently got back into it, and so I've been reading a couple things because my favorite webtoon of all time, it could be Seasons of Blossom, or it could be, but like probably, like most likely, After School Lessons for Unripe Apples, and it's on hiatus, and I really hope the author gets well soon. But I recently got back into it because, I don't know, I just did. And I started reading Part-Time Couple and Days in the Bunker, or something in the bunker. It'll be on the screen somewhere. And I am having a ball. I love it so much. Yeah, that's actually the end of the sentence. Especially Part-Time Couple, because both people are just so pretty. Like, I like when two people... Well, what webtoon doesn't have pretty people in it? Ain't that the truth? But it's so fun, and I like it so far. I want to know more. I'm like on episode 7, so I am learning more about their relationship and stuff, and it's so cute. So I'm gonna read for a little bit, and then I have to wash the dishes downstairs. Don't need to see me doing that, but then we'll do like I'll try to set up my Notion as much as possible. Yeah. The only thing about this webtoon is they're both like very clearly still in love with each other, so why not be together? Like, I don't understand why it has to be this big deal. I mean, I'm sure something happened and that's why all the things happened, and I'm gonna learn, and then I'm gonna be eating my words. But as of right now, I'm like, they're literally both like, they're like inner monologue. They'll like be talking to each other and they'll be like, strictly business, like this is just strictly business. And then like their inner will be like, I haven't seen this side of them in years, how could they not change? I'm like, be together, literally be together. Also, the grandmother in this, like, in this webtoon drives me nuts, and all her whole family freaking lets her act insane. Let me tell you. So the whole premise of this is that the guy in the webtoon needs to his family, like all the guys in his family die young, and his family's like, okay, well, to break they think it's a curse, and his grandma is like, she's going to this shaman, and she's like, oh, the shaman says you need to marry somebody for 100 days so they can soak up all the bad luck and then divorce her and get rid of her, and that way you won't die young. Cuckoo. Actually, no, let me not say cuckoo to people's beliefs, because yeah. But she is just so interesting. I'm not even joking. Like, she's like so weird and like very adamant about this, and she really believes in it. And everybody just kind of lets her, like, just do what your grandma says. And it's like unreasonable. Why would I get married and then get divorced just because your shaman said to? It like actually drives me insane. And it would be different if the like guy believed in it, but he doesn't. He's literally doing this so everybody shuts up. And she just makes me so mad. Alright. Now, I read like 2 episodes, and I definitely need to like, I should read more. I want to read more, but I need to like live life and wash the dishes. Alright, so now I'm gonna show you guys how I handle my like Notion, or how I have it set up for this school year and all the things. So this is my preview, and the aesthetics of it, well, I like it to be aesthetic, and it looks better in light mode. Let me see if I can change it. there is a way to change it, but I don't want to go into settings and stuff right now. So I first of all have like, I like a good overview because I do like to see like the big picture of things. It helps me planning a bit better because like if I'm too stringent on like day by day, then that's kind of like the day's gonna change and things are gonna happen. It's better for me to know, okay, this is what I have to do overall, and this is what I need to do to get those goals. So I need to keep these things up. That kind of helps me more. Everybody has their own way of like planning though and what works for them in their brains. So do what works for you. So immediately I'm gonna have my monthly goals. These are outdated right now. But I have monthly goals, daily to-dos, time, whether whatever, because typically like it'll be Notion, computer, things like that. Then I have my daily to-dos. This is old. And then I have the top bar with all the different ones. It's kind of like, don't know why I didn't finish that, but it's just quick clicks. In this little area, I'm gonna put like my homework log and stuff, and I'll include that separately one day to explain it because yeah, it's like complicated, but it's how I keep it up. Some people use Excel, spreadsheets, Google Sheets, all that type of stuff for it, but I just use my Notion because I'm already using the Notion and it kind of keeps it in one place, and I do like to keep things separate. So this will be my weekly overdue. So basically, beginning of the week on Sunday, I kind of go through like, okay, this is everything I need to do. I'm gonna end up, this week is closing out, it's Wednesday. So on this upcoming Sunday, I'm gonna kind of input all the things I need to do for packing and moving because I'm moving soon. So that's what that'll be for, and probably what that whole week will look like. And then I'm just gonna go back to the hub. The hub is a crazy sentence. Then I have, okay, we're skipping around. Okay, back to my homepage. Then I have finances, which none of your business. Then I have my monthly overview, which is just a calendar, and so I can input everything for the month. I, during the summer, am not as strict on myself as I would be like during the school year, because obviously it's a different workload. And then, oh, hello. And then I have my goals, which is just like over goals, and then content, which is where I keep ideas and things like that. And that's kind of my Notion. I think everybody kind of has their own idea of how to deal with Notion, but I try to keep it very simple because if I don't, then like if it's too complicated, I'm not going to do something that, like when you're planning, your planning should be simple and straightforward and streamlined because you already have to do the work. You're not going to want to do the extra work that comes with planning. Like this is going to stay like this for at least 6 months. Like typically I only change it when I want like an aesthetic change, or I want to do this, or I see another idea that I really like. Like this kind of stays how it is, and it stays simple because at the end of the day, like I said, I'm not adding extra work. This is to streamline the work I already have. And so there we go. It saves me some stress and it becomes very active in the school year. I also use GoodNotes for note taking and stuff, and so that's a whole extra added part onto it. But this is kind of like my like center for pretty much anything productivity wise I need to get to. And yeah, that's my Notion. And I think that's honestly all I have for this like homebody day. It's already 6 p.m. so I'm gonna eat dinner, probably play like Stardew or something, and then what am I even gonna do? Oh, probably call friends. And then other than that, that's kind of it. It's always good to have these like calm down days because you need a rest, like point blank period. And my life is about to be packing, moving. Then once I move, it'll be setting things up and getting situated. And then right after that, it's big boom school. Like that's literally it. So with that being said, thanks for watching and peace out, Girl Scouts.